quick rundown of the website. If you already seen my CV website, attached to this is a Rails app that I built. And it has two components. It has a music API component and a news API component. And both of this is all glued together with this Twitter clone that I made, uh, which is pretty much the structure of the whole website. But the only two cool or interesting parts of the website would be these two, which I will begin with the music API, then go to news, and then show you the social network parts. Okay, here's the music API. All right, let's choose top songs in Brazil. Okay, so we found the current top songs right now through that source, iTunes, for Brazil. I will add more sources later, but right now it's only iTunes and YouTube. You can also change the parameters, as in like the genres of music. For example, let's do electronic. And who likes electronic music? Germans do. Okay, so these are the top electronic music right now on iTunes in Germany. Okay, great. So, I'll show you that later. Let's do music, YouTube music. You can see that the parameters or the coloring changes because there's more sources. Let's see here. iTunes is a lot more black because a lot of these countries don't have an iTunes store. YouTube does have a music channel that pulls from the most popular music from that country. And actually, I should fill in China. Right now, there's a Hong Kong top songs. Of course, that's only the one city, small economic region of Hong Kong, but it's just interesting to see. So let's see what the top YouTube songs are in Hong Kong. Okay. Big Bang. Uh, let's see here. Sunny Sings. Okay, great. Cool. Let's see Japan. Let's see what Japan likes. All right, great. Now you can go and check out all of these results in better detail later. You can go through these. See if there's anything interesting here. Well, they like Justin Bieber, which is one thing you'll notice is that a lot of the same songs around the world doesn't change totally, especially if you go Canada to US. Okay, well, you can also like a song. So when you like a song, it's saved to you, to your song list, and you can also share. I can say, I found this in Japan. Oops. Sorry. In Japan, and let's cool. All right. Post. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take you to the News API. This pulls news sources as they see it around the world. So it's not when you go to the foreign section on China, which you're going to get like on Reuters would be American news reported by American journalists about China. What this is from these countries' actual sources in their language, assuming that the language is different than English. So we could see what Germany is up to. Okay, right now you're going to see it's translating. Normally, you will not see this because I cache the translations in all these queries for up to 12 hours on the back end. So actually, I'll show you again how it doesn't happen the second time. Okay, let's see here. A book fair. Okay. Oh, Iran book fair boycotted. Okay, I can add to the reading list. Okay. We can also change different parameters for the abrupt stop. My recorder only has 5 minutes because I have the free version. Sports. Anyways, let's find what the top news is in China. Okay, now we have a choice between Hong Kong news and mainland news. So let's do Hong Kong news. Alright, that's going to be translated. Now, since this is Yandex Translate, they're not very good at translating Chinese. But Google would cost me money to actually use Google's. Well, we have to wait till that's done translating, unless you want to share the news articles untranslated. So anyways, Department of Justice, alright, something. It's to do demonstrations. Alright, half of the woman born post-cold sudden death. See, that makes no sense. Let's see what the original says. Okay. Okay, it's a heart and stomach disease. Okay, for women. Alright, see here. Alright, cool. So you have the article picks that you picked that way. You can also go to the results, like the last one. And this has all saved every country that you clicked. You can have the translated text or the original text. You can add these to the reading list if you find them interesting. Let's see what Germany's up to. Okay, corruption in Brazil, that seems interesting. Alright, now, of course I have the link, that legally required to have that. But you can share these, let's see here. Alright, check out this article. Cool, it's been shared. Okay, so I shared one article, and then we'll go to the Twitter social feed part. Okay, so what you see is my Twitter clone that I made. You remember I shared those articles about corruption in Brazil. You can see that. You can upvote or downvote. I would say corruption in Brazil is bad. It depends, obviously, if you're saying that you're doing something about it. I didn't read the article, but I'm going to do a downvote. But then I change my mind. I do an upvote. And I change my mind, do downvote. Okay. Alright, so I'll show you right here. And those are our records are change. Alright. You can post on it, and I can say, geez. Oh yeah, you can see that I have the numbers tracking how much you type. This is all done jQuery and JavaScript, not Angular. Okay, great. I can close that up. Here's that song from Japan. I can say I found it in Japan. All right. Now there's also older things. I have picture posts. Let's see here. I'm gonna find one with a lot of aha. This has. Oh wait, no, maybe not that article. There might be an article somewhere with a lot of comments. Could this be it? Ah, this one. All right. This one, you can load more comments. Okay, this might be a little weird, this cutaway. The second part of the video that you're going to see later on is actually recorded before this, but I deleted, or by accidentally deleted, the video that shows the picture posts feature on this website. Additionally, I want to point out a few things, like this right here and this score is a model that tracks how many points you get socially. I actually haven't. How I got this score was actually through a seed migration or script that counted all the different attributes. I had the points that at that time I thought, like, maybe you get followed by someone, you get a certain amount of points. You upvote, you get a certain amount of points. You comment, you get a certain amount of points. You post, you get a certain amount of points. And how I would do that is actually every time those a record is made, those points are added to the person. And actually, I'm thinking about having it a little JavaScript function where maybe I guess you'd have a long list of like digits, like from 0 to 9, and it would have its CSS class, and between the CSS 3 classes, it moves up, so it has like that casino rolling numbers feature, and it would essentially just keep going through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That, or I would just have a set timeout that would iterate and then just keep changing it. So enough that you see it, like 5 becomes 6, 6 becomes 7. It's like a number going up, and then maybe a sound effect so it has a cool casino effect. Anyways, you can do text posts like I am at DePaul. I'm not a student here at all. It's only because it's near where I am, and a good place to work, I guess. Post. Okay, great. You can do photos that you found, like off the internet, like some dogs. These dogs are cool. There we go. Oh, I guess I should show you what happens if you go over, so you have to type a lot. And I really shouldn't have chose 200 words. I just didn't want to be exactly like Twitter. I thought, I feel bad enough that I've copied Twitter so much, and like the aesthetics and pretty much the same thing. But of course, this is only a show of concept. I don't think this has any value for any marketplace. It's not a good app. I chose an app that I have ideas, but I don't want to like give away those ideas, so I would just choose something silly and then follow the best. See, like, how do the best do it? See, there you go. That's all I wanted to show you, but I'm gonna delete that because it's ridiculous. Anyways, here we go. I post. This posts to my Amazon S3 bucket, and I can also comment on here, like, hey, how... Oh, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, cool. You'll see, if you go to my website, maybe, you'll see a lot of posts are all just me pretending to be people. Or I'd render a script and it would choose a share post and it would have a comment. But I don't like doing it too much because in the posts, the comments seem like they don't really make sense. Unless, obviously, they have an attribute for share posts. Like, there's picture share posts and there's song share posts. So if it was a song share post, I could do a scripted, say like, oh, cool song, or good tune, or something. And also those songs also have attributes such as genres, so maybe you could like, oh, that's rockin' if it was a rock song. I don't know, but I didn't do that. I was just saying I could. See here. Oh, you can also take real pictures. Kind of like an Instagram thing, I guess. I never used Instagram, but alright, here's the campus. Take a photo. Not that good. I can't even really see it because it's too much glare. There we go. Okay, good. Yes, sorry, the video ran out again. That's why these videos are so fragmented. Anyways, I'm going to continue with this post, like DePaul. Is this a campus? I don't know exactly where I am, but is interesting. I don't know. Alright, there we go. Oh, maybe I'll upvote it. I don't do like the thing where you automatically upvote your own post. I guess I could, but I don't know. Now, the other thing is that this is a class that it determines like if, well, I don't want to go blab on too much, but if you want to know more details, just ask, and I'd be glad to tell you. I've a lot of ideas, and if I did just keep on talking, I'm sure you wouldn't have the willpower to watch the rest of this. So, anyways, I think the next video that you're about to see is going to be a cutaway, because it's going to be me showing my show page, which is actually different. So you're not going to see. Hold on, I'm going to show you my show page. Here we go. That you'll see that I rated this 3 stars in the future, and later in the video. But these are my posts I made. You will not see that in my future video, because this happened. You know, the video you're about, or what's going to be later within this video, is actually from the past, and this is the future. Well, this is the past to you, but this is the future compared to the last video. Okay, anyways, time for the cutaway. Go to my profile. Okay, great. So you have a little name tag, like my only advice is boring. You can obviously change that and say, with an exclamation point. Alright, I guess that. No. Okay. Submit. It's the exact same thing, but it made a record. So these are the songs that I have saved. Obviously you can rate them, right? So I'll set that. Great. Now that song officially has a rating. Okay, these are my share posts, and I said I was going to delete this. I'll delete this post. Okay, you know, I'll keep that actually. You have followers, people you're following. All right, you can see right here. I can unfollow them, and also the people who are following me. Sometimes they're following me as well. See here. Yep. Oh, one more thing I'll show you that I copied from Twitter. I'll show you my Twitter. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Here we go. All right. Here's my Twitter page. Go right here. And see this? So I was gonna think about copying this, but I didn't want to be too, you know, blatant in my copying. But right here, where you have your little name tag right here, you can do the same here for this. Hold on, let me make this smaller. Oh, obviously it has endless scroll, so what I do is actually I'm hitting the database, pulling, and then re-rendering all the data as you move down. Okay, which is of course the same thing happens for this. Ooh, I think I deleted that, but the reason why that is still there is because I cached, I forgot to expire the cache. So if I were to undo the server, now I'll fix this later actually. I'm going to go by posts rather than actual, you'll see. There we go, and then go to posts. See, it's gone. Okay, that's it. One more feature. Okay, I'm going to sign in as a different user. Now these are all generated by seed scripts, but you can also change your profile if you don't like it. So first I want to give myself a things like Alf Pogs. Oops, Pogs. Great. Submit. All right, now I'm going to change my avatar. You can actually, right here, this actually doesn't do anything I was going to do. Mr. Potato Head, using SVG graphics that goes through different faces, and you can like make like a different crazy face, or you could randomly generate one, or you could do a personality selection tree, and it chooses different SVG facial features given that hashing or selections through the tree. I didn't make it yet, so that's why I just have a potato here, but that's supposed to indicate a thing that will happen in the future. Obviously, you can upload a photo, but you can also take your own photo. This will be awkward. You're going to see my face again, and terrible UI as well. Okay. No. Okay, I'll save that. There, I look like I'm crazy. I I'm gonna actually change that again back to Alf. Great. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, you'll see there's still a few things, and this is an old part, and I can explain to you why if you ask me why that happened, and how I mitigated that for future forms I have within the site. Oh, I'm still on the video. Stop. One more thing, I noticed another cutaway, and it's really poorly organized. It's just simply a matter of time, and these videos keep cutting out. But there's one more feature on this that I think is sort of important, so I want to show. And additionally, also I'd like to mention, like, so you see these Chinese characters right here. The only reason why I'm using Chinese characters is because for each different level, you have like a sort of like a badge, and I thought, normally you'd need to have an artist, to make like a font, custom font icon that would be really interesting to look at, but I don't have that ability, or I don't want to pay anyone to do that. So I thought, Chinese characters kind of look cool, and what it is like different levels from amateur all the way up to like pro. Now I haven't really thought of all the different words. I was thinking about maybe 20 different levels. So you have to think of like 20 different levels that are sort of like in between. Sort of like good, great, awesome, excellent. But I have not actually gotten around to that because that would take a while to think about, and I would like to consult a native speaker on that. Here is the trending music, and you can like go through this little module, and you can like rate it. Where this is a aggregate of the ratings, as well as you can like add a genre. But this one has a lot of genres, so I'm gonna try to find one that doesn't have any genres. Genres, okay. Tons of genres, okay. No categories, okay, great. Okay, so I'm gonna add a genre to this. Now you're gonna see that these genres are very narrow, and this like UI is can't fit a lot of genres. I didn't want to have a select box, even though that'd be most simple, and I wasted a lot of time doing it this way. And like for example, you click hip hop, and I only have like 3 versions, or if you hit rock, I only have like 3 types of rock. It's simply because this is a proof of concept. I don't actually want to spend the time to think about all these categories, because that actually takes a lot of time to think about these things. This song looks like a pop song anyways. I haven't listened to it. So set genre, and then you can have like sort of like what would you say the mood of this song is, and it looks like it's sort of a party, maybe, definitely love. Oh, this is a problem right here. I shouldn't have had that comma there unless there's something else there. Whatever, that's a small thing, but something that I would like to fix and will. Maybe rebellious? I don't know. And then since there's no attribute set, you can disagree with attributes, sort of like you have a counter on, like say someone chose an attribute for a song, and then everyone disagrees with it, then that attribute would be removed because it just wouldn't consider it to be applied to it anymore. And you can also, well, to agree with it, if someone chose that genre again. I don't know if that's the best version, but I don't know. We'll think about it. All right, done. All right, and I guess I forgot to have it update right there, but um, we can, unless I have it, my cache expires these songs. Let's see here, but I might not, so it might not have that there. So these are things I normally don't like doing, is having to refresh. Um, yes, so I would have to end the database and restart it. Now, obviously, this is something I can fix. Um, what I think is happening is not that uh, what it is. I have a cache of this list of the top 100 songs, and the top 100 songs will change when every time there's a rating to a song, and then it looks at the very last song and see if, like, of the list, and if it's a higher value, then what you do is that you I think it's shift off or pop off. Oh man, I can't remember. I know no, pop is off the top. Um, uh, I just want to point out one last feature, and this is a completely unfinished feature actually, and that is I shouldn't have just trending songs, but it was sort of like the trending part you would see on Twitter, I guess, and so what you see right here is like the top users, um, and these are the ones with the highest scores um, from or most activity, I guess. And then you have the new users, the ones who signed in most recently. And actually, you'll see that there's no score in there. There's probably a problem on my helper method that chooses uh, what class or thing to put in. I probably forgot to say if zero or nil, then you do the same one. These, uh, I guess it'd be something I'd fix later. Uh, and also just currently active, which is also a big problem because I did ones like by activity, but forgot to limit like what user would be. This is like a second afterthought, and maybe I shouldn't have included it. And then it has the top songs. You can find top songs recently discovered. Ooh, sorry for that bad UI. I should actually uh, change that, which I will do by the time I guess I launch it. And it's just the newest song records that have been made. And then also the users posts, I just took that out. And the reason why is because I couldn't think of like the UI. I don't know if it was actually the best thing to put in. Also, uh, you have the search, and that doesn't even work yet. You can like find a user or find a song, and the reason why it doesn't work yet is I just haven't gotten time to get around to it, I guess. So what I would do for finding a song would be two things. You can also look for uh, the song name, uh, like sort of Elasticsearch, but I think I would like to write it my own, on myself on my own and not actually use the Elasticsearch gem. Maybe I would, I don't know, but I kind of like doing kind of challenging things, and then also the reason why I actually put categories in every song is that there'd probably be a list of categories that you could filter, like rock songs or metal songs, and any song that would be in the cache, or I guess oh, actually all songs are in the cache, so I would probably have an index of like for a genre, and I would have like the pointer to the cache, like the key value name, maybe like a hash of it or something, and so that you could pull out all those. So in my cache right now that I have by the song's name, which is unique for each song record, and that is the key. And the reason why I have that is because for this music API, the way I see if I already have a song uh, record or not is I actually go into cache and I do fetch and I use the string of the song name, and uh, if it exists, then it's in it's in the cache. And then obviously when I go to make the records, I make sure that it's not by doing a if that string name of the song exists, or if that string name of that YouTube URL, embedded URL exists, then that's how I just change it. Um, so I would have a list of like all those songs. I could say under the genre. So if someone wants to find songs, and also I could put an attribute by the country you found it from. Now this wouldn't be like where it's from; it'd be where it's found in. So you could find like obviously maybe in an earlier video you saw that there was a Justin Bieber song in Japan. Obviously Justin Bieber's from Canada and not Japan, but it would be found in. So you say like if you want to know like from a country, and usually sometimes it correlates with that song. It's like their own domestic music, but not really. But you get to sort of say like what do these people like in rock? So you could say like a category of rock, and in a category of a country that's found. And I actually don't have the countries saved. I should have. But I don't have that implemented yet because there's many things. And so uh, that is the introduction to this site, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Anyways, oh, here's one little cool thing. What I do is actually just redraw the map given the different parameters. So there's a scale, and you press this, it's probably like +10 or something. Okay, also I said that there was a cache on this, and I'll show you in the terminal, and I'll show you the list of the cached. See, there are all these songs with the translations and everything. Now that is pretty big. Look, but yeah, cache, cache translated RSS, and I also have cache, just normal RSS feed. Maybe I shouldn't have had the different methods, but I think it just was easier to have two different methods. They're both cached by the URL string. That's it. So if you do the URL string this right here, it will pull up this object right here. Yep. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching.